Consistency is the key to your life. Staying consistent is gonna be what matters. It's gonna change the difference between you getting where you wanna be and dreaming of where you wanna be. Consistency. How do you gain consistency? Some say that's the key to success, and it is. It's through focus and discipline. How do you gain those two things? By charging the brain through endorphins. Working out is the process. It all starts with the mind and the body, because the mind is housed inside the body. This is the key to success. If you want to be a multimillionaire, I'm giving you the keys. Wow, what a Monday. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. $67,000 Bitcoin. We held through the weekend pretty nicely, pretty flat for the CME, really, if you think about it. Just wanted to keep price nice and easy, baby, nice and easy. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Your time really creates everything. With your time, you can create businesses. With businesses, you can create monetary, advances in your life. Your time is everything, I'm telling you right now. Trading, you sit there and you spend time staring at the charts. You learn how to trade. Shout out to anyone that got a PENDLE. My call on 515. PENDLE doing damage. Even bounced off that, basically the 786 at that, basically 362 level. But even there at about $4. PENDLE now sitting above 5 beans right now. PENDLE doing damage. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to the Gains Factory. And PENDLE up 19%. Possibly even more, I think. Shout out to Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at 66,960, having a tough time getting back above $67,000. That's kind of the level that we keep watching for BTC. All right. A lot of liquidity below us suggests that we do come down and revisit 65,000, maybe even 63K. That's what BOOKMAP suggests. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's what it suggests. You look nice today, Sam. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to Karku Gamer. Maze staying strong. Maze is staying strong. Shout out to Dana Schwartz. You look nice today. Thank you, Dana. God bless you. Appreciate you for that. That makes me feel really nice inside. I'm warm and cozy. My mommy used to say things like that to me, but I don't got a mommy no more. I'm not looking for a mommy. It sounded like I am, right? Kind of strange now when I think about it, but my mom was so nice. She complimented me all the time. I was the apple of her eye. I was her only son. She loved me. She loved me a lot. And I loved her. My mom was awesome. When I was with my mom, it just felt right. Everything just felt right. Just felt perfect. Morning from Myrtle Beach, man. You're so stupid. Shout out to Keith Bradbury. Shout out to who's your dad? You guys are funny, man. God bless the lifers, everybody. Have a good life, everyone. Enjoy your life, please. Stay positive. Soil. It's a low cap gem. I might try it out just to see if I can get some stable returns. I try these things out with $400 or $500, see what happens. If I like the ecosystem and it starts to work, things start to make sense to me, then I might actually swing the coin too as well. I get to know it. I get close. God bless you, lifer. She is proud of you. Don't make me freaking break down, Ray. Don't make me do it, man. Not today. Not today, baby. Not today. Look, so a bit of a shoulder, head, shoulder, right? I mean, I have to say that's a complex head and shoulder that likes to break to the downside. And we're oversold in the stochastics. I may bail on my trade. That doesn't look too good. All right. We opened up a trade this morning. We are up, down, really, really sideways. Right now, we're basically at break even. Let me show the trade right now. I think we're just at break even. Or actually, we might be down a little bit now. Down 55 beans. I risked $100. It was a very small amount. If we lose the 200 SMA on that 5 minute, it's sayonara, senorita, right? And we had chances. We had a beautiful trend. If you kind of open it now, you're making it a little too big. You're playing with the trend line. That 45 is usually what you want to keep. That 40. I've learned you really want to keep a 45. Once you go lower than the 45, you're usually lying to yourself about the trend. Not every time, but it's most likely. Almost more like a bearish retest here, like it went bearish retest, right? Still didn't lose the 200, so there's a chance here for a move, like a kind of a cup and a handle here to the upside. It is false move Monday. Anything can happen, but we are getting a sharp decline. Oh no, getting a bounce back here now. Only down 36 bucks. Let's take a look at it, BTC here on the daily, and we'll get back to this 7 minute. But this is, you can see this is what I'm watching. I don't know why there's a gap there. That's a bit odd. That shouldn't be happening. That's a glitch in the matrix. But, I was looking to play this somewhat of a ascending triangle to the upside here for Bitcoin. But it's been playing games. This 7 minute lose the 200. I know that, the trade's over. So my stop loss is somewhere in that area. Okay. Anyway, we're going to get back to that and we'll show you what's going on. I already gave a live trade this morning, even though I usually don't, though. on Monday morning. You know, false move Monday, you tend to get a move and then another move that's not real. They go after liquidity on Mondays. You just got to be careful of what you're looking at, of what's happening. Shout out to all the beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, man. Every single day that I'm here, I have to say thank God. You know, the internet worked, number one. I made it here. I wasn't sick, number two. Something didn't happen in my life where, like, maybe, I don't know, there was an electrical problem. You never know. I think about all the days that I've live streamed without a day off, and, like, there's so many things that could have happened that did not happen. You know, spilled water on my computer or something, you know what I mean? Something stupid, you know, broke my leg. God forbid. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop mentioning these things and just... But, you know, I know a lot of people broke their thumb, did all these other things to their lives, and I'm like, that didn't happen to me. You know, what's the minimum amount of capital realistically needed before investing in the 99? Honestly, I think it's you. You're the capital. Hey, I started in a trading group when I had, you know, basically zero, and then it taught me how to go to work, it gave me the inspiration to realize that I could build. It's up to you, man. It's whatever you want. I don't want to push people into my trading group. Like, I don't want to be like a hungry jump on in, you know. I love that I give a service for $99 a month that I believe is awesome. And I think it's an honorable, decent service that I provide 7 days a week without a day off. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you, man. I believe it's for someone to start from absolute scratch. But at the same time, it's, you know what I mean? It's up to you. It's to learn a skill, not to learn how to, you know, making money will come after you. I teach you the skill. Someone could come there completely broke. You know, the best people in my trading group, someone I learned, one day I talked to him, he said, I joined your trading group for a year. I didn't use a penny of my own money. I demo traded for a year. I learned everything you taught me. And then after a year, when I was comfortable, I began using small amounts. And like, that's a winner. That's someone, you know, and because his whole time he was focused on learning. No focus on the emotions of the trade or ups and downs, or, you know, and maybe he missed some movements in the market. Fine. I'm not saying, you know, sometimes there's a time that, you know, again, this was more in a bear's market where there was some time to do it, or in between. It was in the last, like, maybe like 4 months ago is when I got that. But he learned that he has that skill for life. What people don't realize is what I teach you is a skill for life. So you're looking for if there's going to be a bear's retest and a break to the downside. Technically making somewhat of a symmetrical triangle now. That could go either way, right? Base of the triangle is getting some semi vibes. SYMM. Symmetrical triangle, right? So we need a bounce here. I see definitely a complex head and shoulder that looks likely to break to the downside. Let the fun begin. That's what I love about technical analysis too. There's always something to go over. And look, we're battling a point of control, a red line here on the VRVP, the POC on the 7-minute time frame. Did you know it's Bitcoin Pizza Day on Wednesday? Double the pineapple, hold the anchovies. Patience, discipline, and focus. Amen. Little Sammy sauce. Whiff long, looks great. Shout out to Crypto Santa Claus in the house. Seems you're an incessant trader. I see it in you. You come back for more every day. I love it. Fat check, please. Like, you want to trade. Like, you open it. You grind. I owe you at least a month of the 99 for what you've given me without asking for a penny. You've got it, my guy. Thanks for your efforts, my Boston brother. No worries, man. Shout out to Los Cons, man. Yo, that's what people that apply themselves get a lot out of the live stream. That's what I hear. That's what I learn. And we'll see. We won't have to talk about it. We'll be about it. Great stream as always. Shout out to Dan. Thank you. Can you take a look at Solana chart? Is it possible for us to go under 173 today? Or do we remain bullish? I love that. I love that comment. We'll take a look. Pura Vida. Shout out to Caesar Cordero in the house. Caesar, we love you. We appreciate you and your family. Your constant support and viewership, man. I hope you stay blessed. I can't wait to make it to Costa Rica one day to see you. I'll be back one day. My heart is in Costa Rica. It's a beautiful place. I spent a month there with my dad when I was 25, and it still feels like yesterday. I was in Jaco, Tamarindo, Montezuma. You know, I took that little boat to the island from Punta Arenas to that little island off the coast. It looked like something out of Jurassic Park. You're going past these just like big, just green, mountainous. I don't even, they're islands, but you can't even get on them. They're just like mountains of rock coming out of the ocean. Turquoise water, unbelievable. in the middle of just Costa Rica, man. Pura vida, baby. And the Ticos and the Ticas, the people are amazing. Amazing. Lifer, you're the reason people come back. You're funny, man. Shout out to my man. Fet charts incoming. ASI merger thoughts. I think the ASI merger is going to be huge. The guy behind it's a brainiac. It's a lot of sauce. And it don't, all it does is it just looks like, is it going to be a bigger long-term hold? What do we do with it? You know? So. This guy said, joined the 99 a month ago. Finally in the green. Sam has the sauce, no doubt. Shout out to Michaela Breccia. We appreciate that. Or Michaela, right? Michaela Breccia. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know, though. Lifer, you're the reason our parents will retire from the 9 to 5. Shout out to Sisik Alexander. I hope, man, you're going to be the reason, not me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you the sauce. Trading CVS options today, aiming for 200 SMA for the 56 to 70. Thank you for the strategies, bro. Amen. Shout out to Tesla, man. I'm watching you from time to time, so now I decided to download an app. Waiting for your call for my first trade ever. Amazing. Good morning from Canada. Still holding my waffles this morning. Waffles all right. It's not getting the buzz it needs. Pyth got slammed for sure. Lifer, bro, I've been following and listening, paper trading your moves. Our bangers. Next week, I'll be the 99. Inspired by you. Chat. God bless. God bless you, man. Thank you. I love that. He watched me and paper traded me to make sure I was the real deal. Then he decided to join and use money. You know what I'm saying? What a smart, that's a logical decision. People just point and click, join a trading group, which I don't mind that, right? The impulsive move is great for me, right? I'm a guy selling things online. But I want you to really take into what's going on, watch me get into what's going on, see what type of sauce I'm putting down, and learn that you can do it too. So we need a bounce here on the 7-minute to defy the odds of this head and shoulder pattern. I'm going to stay long, so that tells you I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm going to play the probabilities and see if the trend line can hold. But the odds are pretty 68% chance we're going to break down and end up somewhere at 66,000. And Bookmap also suggests with really no liquidity above us at all. A little bit here at 66.9, but really that's like where we just got rejected. It's all down here at 66 and then a big glob of it down at 64.90, 65.5. I'm all about 65.5. I just want to keep weekly candles above 65.5. That's like and then I really want to break 67. It's looked 67,300 now. Couldn't get above. Like, that's a major resistance. Look at that. We keep coming. We're going to break it, but it showed the, hey, man, the bulls were not in control. We could not get back above that. If we had broken that level, the thing is why, had they let us break in that level, like the market makers or the powers that be or whatever, the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, had we broken this level, I mean, it was all-time highs coming. 67.2 really is the last weekly stronghold for the bears. Once we break that, it's over. I go over this all the time. We talked about it earlier today. So we'll go from there. Let's take a look at Total 3. Total 3 is the market cap of all of the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I want to kind of get a standing of where we're at here. Let's take a look at the bigger charts. I always have to kind of like break free of what I've seen before and get a fresh stat. Yeah, I said stat. I'm from Boston. Babe, I've done it. I'm a cop. I played a fireman. I can do it. It doesn't matter. I'm Marky Wahlberg, babe. It doesn't matter. I can do this. I told Tommy not to get into that FTX stuff. I told him to get into the gala with me on the rock, but he didn't listen. It doesn't matter, Tommy. We still have a slot for you here in gala. Just jump on in. We're going to 10X it to the moon, babe. I know. Giselle left you because you put all your money with the curly head kid. I told you not to do it. Tommy, I told you. FTX was garbage. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Good morning from the Canadian Rockies. God bless. Shout out to Crypto Bushman for the $20 super chat. That's awesome and amazing. Love that super chat. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for giving. Very, very nice of you. So we're going to take a look here at the Total 3. And you can see clearly, like, we bounced 694, 695. You can bring it a little lower. 688, 690, and then resistance. So that's going to be a hurdle we got to cross. We got to SR flip 690, really, 688 billion dollars. And then we got to break 775. Right? 626 billion. I'm in the Canadian prairies, man. Shout out to the prairie dogs out there, bro. Hope you're doing good. So, I mean, the altcoins are in a bit of a symmetrical. They're in a semi. It's all about these sima. Who got the key to my bima? Symmetrical triangle. No, I'm just getting crazy now. But remember that song was big when I was a kid. Sima. Who got the key to Oama? So here's the deal. Funny, that song. I saw that short now and B Diddy was like, we was more than lovers, we was like brothers. And everyone was like I don't know if you caught what I just said. It was so funny, man. Anyway, that's crazy though. It's not even funny what's going on over there. But you want to see a break above this, a retest of 685, right? Is that like $690 billion, and then get a break on out? Could the altcoin still drop to the downside? Could we get a melee? Anything is possible. We have a low, a high, a higher low, lower high, but a higher low. We're getting tight. So we're getting coiled up here. That means the altcoins are getting restless. And we're either going to get a drop and some pain, or it's altcoin season. I'm loading up for altcoin season because if I load up here, we come down a little bit, I can always grab a little more. If I miss this pump, I'm out, and the rally continues. So you've seen me in the last few months. I've been deploying over 100K in USD into different areas of the market. Mostly all RWA, right? A little bit of Caspa more, a little more Caspa and things of that nature. And that's what I've been doing. Is the 7-minute better than the 1-minute chart? I mean, nothing's better than any other chart. It just, you use it for different things. Time frames are tools. You use the different tools for different reasons. When the market's moving really fast and pumping, I use the 1 minute. When I've seen a settle off point and we're waiting for like us to get back and we've kind of gone over our liquidations and we're in like a Tuesday, Wednesday, then I look for like, a move on the 7 for a flag or something of that nature. Support or resistance is always king. I think that's what people forget. They start using all these different time frames and they forget their support or resistance. Like no matter what time frame I'm on, 65.5 needs to hold right on the weekly support or resistance. So just reminding myself. So I see a bit of a symmetrical triangle here too as well. We could try to make it more like a bull pennant, but it has kind of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder there. Bit of a cup and handle here too to the upside. And what's bullish is we're above the 200 SMA. I am on the 3-hour, but the 3-hour ain't a bad chart, honestly. And look at your 8-hour. See, your 8-hour, you got to get back above the 200. But we take it one step at a time. So as long as this chart stays above, so once this chart goes below the 200, that'll either be like they're scaring us for a pullback. It'd be a buying opportunity, but it would definitely be a scary pullback. But as long as we stay above this, see, tight moving averages above the 400, the 200, usually tell me a move is coming. So I'm more keen on this happening. And I've loaded up for this. I've actually bought into the market in these areas. So again, I could be wrong and I could take a beating. But I'm out here telling you exactly what I did and how I did it. And I've showed you most of the coins. And to my trading group, I've shown you basically every single coin. One coin that I picked out a long time ago at about $1, if you remember, about 2 years ago, was ORAI. And I stuck with it, and some people even told me they thought it was like a pump and dump kind of project or whatever. But I stuck with ORAI. And I first bought it on KuCoin, and I still hold it on KuCoin, and I see ORAI moving up to 30. I really do. It was down here, look at 229. It rallied all the way to 20, did basically an 18, 17x. Came back down exactly like it was supposed to, basically to that golden pocket, right? And you can even pull the fib here, and you can see that it came to the 786 from that movement. Just healthy fib retracements, bounced off $9, went all the way back up to 15. And so this thing's on my radar. It really is. Daily may have to reset a little bit. We might make a flag or some sideways price action on the daily. But the 4-hour also looks good to me, spiking up to the upside. Looks like it has legs on the 4-hour, like it wants to get up to 17. I don't just jump in now. I've been in this coin for a while. Like, we look for a proper setup. I'd wait for the, possibly the daily or even this 1 hour to make a flag. It could be something good to trade tonight. If Bitcoin, gets a bit of a move here in like Monday nights are my favorite nights, and then this makes a flag 8 hours from now, 10 o'clock tonight or something, I'll be watching this closely. So like I set up my trades way in advance so that I'm not flopping and groping right at the time to make the trade. I'm actually sitting in position. It's all about setting up the trade before you get into the trade. Injective tends to be a hot one. Look at that shoulder, head, and right shoulder for Injective. See that beautiful inverted? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Suggests it could break this neckline and pop to the upside. Let me look at the bigger idea for Injective protocol. So I just threw the total market cap at you. Have a pretty good idea of what we're doing. As long as the total stays above the 200 SMA, we're good to go. I bought into this token, BIXOS UBXS, and I bought in very lightly, 500, right? But I'm up since the buy-in, and I may add a little bit more. We're holding it about 35 cents. Tiny market cap in RWA. It's probably the smallest RWA play you can make that's not like on a DEX at $3 million market cap, And again, who knows what happens? It could go to absolute zero. I'm taking a shot. I'm being, a speculative investor there. 34.5 cents at $19 million market cap. We'll see. So, and it's on many different places too. I'm trading lightly though too. I'm not buying everything, and I'm still keeping a stack of Tether. All right. That Pendle is something you want to pay. A lot of coins are at their 786618. See, this is where I start to really, really salivate from the best prices. Again, most people are going to be afraid to buy down here. That's the problem. The time to buy, you look back. And so for years and years, first I saw this. I saw markets come up, come down. I didn't know what to do, right? I held maybe long term, but I was like, wow, that could have been a better place to sell and buy. Then I saw it again and again, and then I eventually pulled a fib, and then I learned the fibs, and then I saw the fibs, learned the fibs, and still didn't make the play. Then I saw so many coins hit the 618 and bounce, and I was like, man, I should have bought. After a year or two of saying I should have bought, I started doing it. And then 5 years went by, and lo and behold, that's trading. You get it? Took me 10 years. Learning it, understanding it, applying it, forgetting about it, not being too emotional to get into it. Like seeing it, but believing my emotions, believing that we were going to dump. The market's going to dump on you. Don't buy that 618. And then every once in a while buying a 618 and it not happening, going down to the 786 and then being like, oh, I should never have bought that. And then learning that you're not always right, but it's about the majority of the time. And then over time, your life pans out and you realize, yeah, I have bought the 618 enough. And see, eventually you've done enough of these behaviors to be rewarded. To me, that's trading. That's why most people never make it. They don't do it long enough. You got to make it fun too. I started a channel. I did something different. I started a trading group. I had to do something different. I had to put pressure on myself. The trading group puts a lot of pressure to have to always perform, always have something, always be looking for the next coin. It pushes me to be on the top of my research, top of my game. That trading group really is for me. It's pressure. It's heavy pressure. When people pay for a product and you got to make it happen, and the product is you got to grind. All right. Now we talked about Soil. It's funny. I have Soil here, and I think we talked about it earlier this morning already. Soil and UBXS are my low cap RWA plays. I thought I was going to play with Soil, see how it goes, and if I like it, I may go in deeper. Yeah. But thank you for bringing up Soil. We already brought it up. It's in Poly Network, RWA market. Yeah, market cap is tiny. But again, you never know. It could also go to zero. All right, so Injective back at the 618. So this is where, and it's revisiting some type of previous resistance and support. And boom, and then you get to set, if you move up, you got to come back down, and everything. That's why we have 618 retracements, because they exist. The 618, no one would talk about it if we didn't revisit. This is what happens to almost, I'd say 99% of assets in the world. They revisit their 618. How to draw Fibonacci, hit Alt F, which brings out the, So I'll delete this one now. You see your fib. Your fib, for me, is the entire range. So the low to the high. You can zoom in if you really want, which is smart. And then you can hit Alt H here and make a line right where that wick is so you know where you're at. And you could do the same here and make a line there if you like. You don't have to. But now you know your exact bottoms and tops. Now you hit Alt F. You hit the line and you draw from bottom to top. Your retracement should end up somewhere at the 618. I added the 78 to 706. If you go to your settings, you won't get the right settings. You won't have the 65 and you won't have the 706. You'll have everything else. But I add the 0.065 and the 0.706. I make it white and yellow. And I make the 0.618 and the 0.65 yellow, white, because that's the golden pocket right there. And I want the golden pocket to really stand out. 706 as well, and that 786 is blue because I want that to stand out as well. And this is where I play. There's a lot of fear here. It's uneasy. It usually isn't it's not the best feeling, but this is where I'm accumulating coins. All right. If I missed a run up or if I'm in something down here and we ran up huge, didn't take profit, came back down, I'm adding, and I believe we're going bigger. I'm adding to my bags in these areas. It's just what I do over time. Okay. Can you show us a fib on Bitcoin and the time frames you use? Time frames don't really matter. It's the same fibs over and over again. All right. Like, for instance, if I pull this fib here and I go back to the 4-hour time frame, I mean, we still pump to here and we retrace back down to the 618. You could pull mini fibs, which we call local fib, and there's local Fibonacci's on a local move, right? But for the most part, like the fibs still remain. Like I could go to the 5-day, the 3-day. It's the same fib, right? It came up because the range never changes. All right. Someone keeps saying supply shock still not priced in. I mean, supply shock is amazing. We have a serious supply shock for Bitcoin over time. Solana looking beautiful at 175. Love seeing that. And look at this 4-day chart looking absolutely beautiful. About to get a massive move. I'm telling you, the charts look pretty nice for Solana, suggesting some type of pump is coming out. And if we actually get real discipline with it, I mean, I feel like that was it. We broke out a while back. Solana broke out basically on May 4th. And whoever panicked sold those lows at 115. We got really close to my buy. We were $5 away. Look at that. What was the low here on this candle? 116. I got in at, we were 7,000. I was only up $7,000 at one point. Now I'm back up $69,000, $68,000, $66,000. All right. So I got in at 109. So you have to take 9,000 off, and I put $100,000 in Solana. We'll see. We get up to here, I'll be up $244,000. It'll be pretty sweet, right? That's how you make a $250,000 right there in about 5 months. Put $100,000 on Solana at 109, and you'll see me make a $250,000. Again, it hasn't happened yet. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. But what we do have is we have hidden bullish div. So you could even pull a fib here. See, this is what's called a mini fib. I could pull the fib from here on the 4-day, and that came down to the 786 Fibonacci retracement. So, and you have hidden bullish divergence on the 4-day, which is swing down, right? And usually I never look at the 4-day, but that 4-day looks amazing to me. And the 5-day chart then has to come into play. I mean, they look really bullish. That looks extremely bullish. You just got a golden cross. You done, 7-day chart. Basically, if it had a golden cross there, but you don't even get the 200 yet. Weekly just getting started, oversold on the stochastics. I mean, that's a beautiful place to get in on the weekly. 1, 2. That's probably so that last entry, 115, 120 may have been the last chance to get in there. So back to 66,800 for Bitcoin. Look at your 4-hour time frame, and you can see you got a little bit of bearish div here. That swings up while that swings down. Like the moving averages look pretty good to me. Like they're far, but they're just spreading their wings, getting ready for a bigger move. I wouldn't be surprised if we make like a smaller flag. And again, it could go lower. I mean, it's kind of like this rise. You're in this channel right now. Right there, yeah. Some support at 165 too as well. So I didn't mean to shrink that. But I'd look for this flag to go sideways a little bit before the next bigger move. Back to 200 though, Solana, man. And I'd be back up 100 racks. I mean, let's go. I'm hyped to see 175 Solana. It was getting fugly down here. That was just, 20 days ago. Things were... But you push through, no matter what, you push through. A lot of people think that the rally's over, or this isn't going to be a bull run, or sell in May and go away. They convinced a lot of people to sell in May and go away. Look at that inverted head and shoulder. We even seen it. And there was a cup and handle here. I seen this flag that broke out. That flag has legs still to the upside. Anyway, Sammy, how long do you think you've been watching the charts? A long time, my friend. A long time. Longer than long enough for you to want to know to watch the channel, right? So gonna carry this thing or what? What's the narrative that should drive the oscillators? I mean, the memes and the fact that you got big money in memes. Like we found out that just in the last 2 weeks, we found out that TradFi is opening up large, basically similar to ETFs, but like big funds dedicated to memes. And so I think that put memes back on the spotlight. Memes were hot for the last 10 days, right? Crown said, if you sit here funny. Sam, what's a legacy trend line? It's a trend line that goes back for a long time. Like if you use it on like the weekly or the daily, you know what I mean? And it seems to be respected for more than like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. What do you think about NVIDIA number coming up this week? All coins will react. Yeah, it's interesting. So there's Solana for you, looking pretty nice to me. And there's just so many coins in that 618 pullback that look interesting. Not this coin, Shill. I don't think I would touch it. Remember we were trading KREST for days. KREST came back down. But this thing, you have to remember, these things were so hot back in November. 4 cents. We ripped all the way. This thing went from 4 cents to $1.48. I mean, if that's not a bull run, what is? Like, that's enough to retire right there. 4 cents to $1. Even if we got in late here at 22, we were trading this on and off. KREST, if you remember, is going to make its move back up. If KREST gets back above these, I don't really look at. I just watch every once in a while. And if it gets back above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour, I'll start to swing it again. Because that's, look, the last time it did it up. And so that's like a simple way to get to trade. You just wait for price action to get above the 4. Once it gets above the 4, you start using the 1 hour again. And you start trading 1 hour flags because once the 4 hour breaks the 200, it's more likely your flags are going to break out on the smaller time frames. I just gave another gem away. Now you don't need me. You can go do it on your own. I think I've given away too much. My team, everyone tells me, you got to be quiet, Sam. Don't give too much away. You're giving too much away. We knew GTO was going to be pretty hot. It's kind of like the Aave or like, around Solana. And ever since it bottomed down there at $1.99, this thing has doubled, went to $5, came back down again to give you one more chance at $2.30. And then it's back up here at the 476 level. Just want to put it on your radar. It's definitely trending too as well compared to most coins. Very oversold in the 4 hour in a bit of a flag here. If Bitcoin plays ball and doesn't get too crazy. So how I see this as, it was in basically this. Like this. And it's, retesting on a flag. The support of resistance. So it's on support of resistance in a flag, oversold in the 4. I wouldn't be surprised because with Solana moving up a bit, it's kind of like Solana pumps. Then if Solana pulls back a little bit, where does that money go? It doesn't usually leave the Solana ecosystem. There's so much stuff for Solana to be excited about. So every time Solana pumps, expect a meme pump. Expect things that are part of the Solana ecosystem. This is JTO. JTO is part of the Solana ecosystem. See, this comes from years of doing this and understanding how the ecosystems work and then just relaying that, the older way you used to trade to a new chain or a chain that has something new going on for it. So, yeah, this is cool. And man, if this loses, fine. It drops to the 200 and I'm wrong, right? There's no guarantees. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's 38% gains coming out of JTO. And if we have a week as good as last week, I mean, my gosh, I get on my hands and knees and thank God. Last week was unbelievable. The trades we made live on the stream were insane. Bitcoin's been flat at 66,800 for basically most of the stream. It's between 66.8 and 66.960 for basically the entire stream. About 45 minutes of sideways price action right now for Bitcoin. Am I going to jinx it and start a move to the downside? We said we're a little more bearish than bullish, but we're just hanging out here. And I'm still in a long. We'll see what happens. Okay. But I showed you that this looks kind of like a, and almost like there's your bearish retest there. Almost, I think it's happening right now. Right there. You're getting a little stubby trying to get back inside. Oversold in the stochastics RSI too as well. I sold my JTO, dumb decision ever. Nah, I mean, don't worry, man. As long as you made profits, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up for the past. Look to the future and make new moves. All right. Phantom doing some damage to the upside here. Getting back to 90. And look at the 4-day for Phantom. I mean, I like trading the big time frames because no one else pays attention to them. They're all stuck on these little time frames, and like the 4-day told you it was time to get into Phantom back at 66. You already be up 50%. Phantom says it's going to 171. So our next leg up is on the way here, and I'll get rid of all this. It's a lot. It's messy, but and Phantom didn't have the perfect. Look at that. It's a very weird price action. But at the end of the day, it was a falling wedge that I feel like got disrupted twice, but came back into traditional format. And that's one thing that I started doing about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, trading patterns that were broken, like they got back inside and learning how to trade broken patterns and learning that if a pattern was broken and they got back in, for 4 years, I've known about how to get back inside a broken pattern, but I never really would draw it and put it out there. Like it would be kind of like a hidden thing. Because I didn't want people to because if you don't understand what I'm doing, this looks wacky. This looks like child school stuff, right? Shout out to the 13333. Wow, I love 333. Amazing. And no, I'm not having a gummy. I'm having a My Kind organic whole food gummy. It just has a bunch of extracts from plants. Okay. And again, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. I'm just a guy out here attempting to look younger than I am at 41 years old. Hey. Just shave off the grays, you know what I mean? Starting to get some grays in my beard. Not fun to see. Not happy about that at all. Look, we got a swing up here, and this is swing down too. I mean, hidden bullish divergence. It really will carry you through. And then pull your fib, and there you are at the 618 golden pocket. I mean, it's insane. And it wicked down to near the 786. So likely that Phantom's just going to continue to rip on these bigger time frames. It may go from 80 to 90, but I feel like anywhere between 75 and 90, if you get a chance, is a steal, and this thing's going to 150. So I'm calling Phantom to 150 in somewhere into the summer, July. Looks like June's going to be a hot month. June we might get some pumpage here. The charts are conveying that June's going to get some pumpage. I don't know anything but the fact of my own ignorance. I don't want to hype anything up. But anyone's like, when's alt season? Alt season was when you were DCAing into the coins you liked in the fear. That's what people don't realize. There is no alt season. I mean, there is, you get what I mean? But it's not like, fine, we can swing trade and make crazy money on swing trades, fine. So I'll keep a swing trade bag for alt season. But the idea is, when is alt season? Alt season is when you start accumulating. And then when they start to pump, you benefit from alt season. But I'm 33 and I already got gray hair and gray beard. You're blessed to only start at 40. Amen. It shows the POC similar to the VRVP. Alt season is literally for 2 days after Bitcoin pumps. I know, right? It's funny. 90K Bitcoin for my birthday on 7/7. That'd be amazing, man. 77. So Phantom looking interesting. So then I think, well, how do you get into something like that? Well, you make sure that that bigger time frame looks good. That flag broke out. This flag broke down. So I might channel it like something like this. It might come up here and make another flag, and it's about the move. See, now this is the moving averages show me what to do and how to do it. But that would, and I would look for this flag to somehow to consolidate, knowing that I got that forward, that, you know, that bigger chart in the back of my mind. And look, that even, yeah, that gets us past the buck. And so Phantom is looking bullish to me. I'm going to start putting alerts on Phantom, and I'll be giving you guys updates and alerts in the trading group on when I like Phantom for a trade. My alerts are really simple. Everything I do is simple. I keep it simple. I thought of ways, and I think simple is genius. In a lot of ways it is, because people think too much and they can't see what's happening, and then they can't execute. If you can execute, you're genius. You know what I mean? That's genius. I've always liked this coin, XLR. It was super hot. Again, I pulled my fib. It came back down to the 786 fib. It's telling us this is the key. Previous resistance is support, basically double bottoming off this area. This 79 it bounced off of twice. It's now back at a buck. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing rips to $3. Again, most people are afraid to buy these areas. This is where I start to DCA into projects that I like or add to projects that I'm already in. All right. How come no one is talking about how Robinhood stopped the 17% pump in GME last night? So shady, man. Honestly, I don't touch Robinhood. I never would, never have, never will. Always told people to watch out for Robinhood. My whole, anyway, I don't want to put any other company down. It just, they're not my thing. All right. So see, this is the pullback session. This is the golden pocket hunting season. This is where we hunt golden pockets, 786 retracements, and we go for it. Okay. All right. I'm buying daily right now. I got $862 that I want to deploy into the market right now. And I'm looking at where to put it. And I'm thinking of two places. I'm going to add to my ALEPH bag. And you guys can kind of be the job. I'm going to either add to ALEPH. Not this one, sorry. ALEPH, which is sitting at 34, still in consolidation. It's been consolidating, and I figured it might take 2 weeks to consolidate, and I said that. But I like the oversold daily now. I like where I'm at 34. I added at 25. I believe, yeah, I'm going to add some more ALEPH right here. That's what I'm going to be buying. That's what I got conviction in right now. That's what I want to add to, right? And you do this here and there. You just keep adding to your bags. So I type in what I want, right? And I want to type in ALEPH. You can limit in for less money. You can mark it in for 0.1%. It to me, it's not much of a big deal. I could try to limit in below price action, like put an order in right here and just put it in there and let it sit. And if it happens, it'll be zero. I'll pay zero fees for that if that hits. Look, I'm one of the bigger orders on the board, 1.8 million or 1,800. I thought I had $800 though. Yeah, 891. But they coupled me with another order, maybe. Yeah. Look at that pump for ALEPH right there too. Like, just pumped. I mean, it's not huge. It's a 5-minute chart, but it's attempting to get busy. So what I usually do is I cancel these, and I just mark it in. And you, even on a tiny coin, and again, don't do what I do, but even on a tiny coin, look, if I mark it in here, they're going to give me like 34,997. They gave me 34,994. They gave me the price right there. I mean, fine, I didn't get 34.60 or 90, which I could have gotten if I wait. I may have been able to wait, but I don't got time. Like I want to add to my bags, Remember, now I got $5,000 worth of this, and this is something I just started buying. You know what I mean? So I build bags in front of you all the time, and I show it to my trading of what I'm doing. I'm super transparent. Well, we'll go from there. I may not find every coin before everybody else, but I may put more money than they do after they find it too. I'm just savvy. I'm scanning the market. I'm watching the market. I'm looking for opportunity. I want to make the most out of each opportunity around. And if I see something that I research and it catches my eye, I'm about it. We talked about MAZZE, which we went over already, which did go from 3 to 7 cents. It did double up. All right, so far it's been holding pretty strong. All right. What's that coin recently, though, that we really liked that had multi-chain address? I've been throwing so many new coins at my trading group. We've been going over a lot recently, which has been pretty awesome. ENA back to 71, but I still think that's going to be a bigger coin later on. Not coin is something that I wanted to cover yesterday. I don't know if I got a chance to. Pepe's still holding it down. But the coin I wanted to talk about is, and I like to go over this stuff a lot. It's holding 7 cents, $18 million market cap. It just only had the Ethereum address, right? And that's another thing too, like this coin's so small market cap, like if it got to 100 million, I'd probably take some profit. That'd be a 5x. So I'll show crypto rank for you too. We'll take a look at that and see what's happening in the popular searches. Merlin Chain, EtherFi, Taboo Token, Engines of Fury is something that I've been looking at recently and paying attention to. A newer coin on the market that you may want to write down. I like Delicium too, AGI, another one of my favorite coins, up 9.4% today at 32 cents. Velo also, Velo likes to bang. Velo had a huge week last week. The pullbacks, may present a pretty nice area, so I'm going to be looking at Velo. Multibit and Oldie BRC 20 layer. And Polymesh likes to move up 10% today as well. Other coins, Starknet got beat down to $1. Ondo back to 90. Ondo, my basically one of my buyers throughout this pullback. BalanceBit, a newer coin on the market. Toncoin back at 644, holding it down. I believe that's a good long-term DCA. I'm going to play the smaller market on Toncoin and not get into Toncoin itself. All right. And I'd rather buy Sui than Toncoin. And Sui up above $1 again. We'll talk about Sui later on. Pi taking a beat down. And then Solana, my baby, at 175. You just got to love that. Newlink, another coin that's coming on the radar that I talked about too to my trading group. And that we even went over with Token Metrics. So a lot of these things cross-reference with Token Metrics, what I'm searching and what's new on the exchange. And that's how I kind of stay hot and always find out what's new on the market. So stay tuned for the next show. We're always going to keep you guys privy to what's happening and what's going down. You're also going to see what I buy. Not all the time. I keep my entire portfolio to my trading group, but like today, you just saw me buy $862 worth of this coin at about 34.9, 34.8, 34.6. It's actually up right now, right, from when my buy, or 34.94, I think I bought at. But you can see, that's a little bit of a flag there on the daily. That's multiple days sideways without losing previous resistance as support. It's the thing. People don't have the patience. This may take a month to get to 70. It may take 2 months to get to 86, but I'm going to be up, right? And the time to buy was then. Another thing, pull that fib. When that thing escaped the move and came back down, 786 Fibonacci retracement, and then you're in the golden pocket. You're not too far away from that area. So again, you do whatever makes you happy, but I'm always paying attention, looking for opportunity. If you believe there's opportunity, then there is. I'm telling you right now, if you believe there's opportunity, then there is. And I say this every day, I may sound like a broken record, but I've trained myself to believe this. Every single day can get monotonous. The world can basically drag you down day in and day out. But if you have a mission, if you have a plan, you push through every single day. And then you get these endorphins and you realize, I'm the opportunity. Life is beautiful. You feel positive. You realize that every day you need your positivity to survive. Through positivity, you can push through every single day of your life. But only you can do it. Only you have the power to push yourself. All right? And not everyone's going to believe that the market's here. They're going to leave. And the market, I'm telling you, every day people leave in this market. They're getting drained out. They're in something, they got hit to the ground. They're, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm sorry to say, but that's what we need. That's why there's 1% in the rich people in gated communities and beautiful $1 million homes, and then everyone else lives on, you know what I mean? It's because people don't want it that bad. Look at my man Profit Bear with the $100 super chat. You want alpha opportunity? Check out Jesus, the only real unruggable currency. Community owned. If you know Jesus, then you know faith. I'm using my faith in Jesus to show the world what Jesus did for everyone. It literally holds the keys to death and life. And he's not talking about Jesus coin. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Jesus himself, man. God bless you, Prophet Bear. Thank you for the $100 super chat. Sends a $100 super chat. Talk about Jesus. God bless you. Thank you for your love, and I appreciate it. Jesus, who really, wrote the book of love, man. Who spread love all around. Who showed you how to love your brother no matter what, right? Even Muslims, Christians around the world both revere Jesus, right? I mean, we still talk about the good deeds that Jesus did to this day. Esau, if I found correctly in my studies. The FTT token, ever since that big news of paying everybody back, got a bit of a bounce, right? 122, hit the high of 230, came back. Honestly, it looks like it's going to make a move to the 200 SMA. This third higher low in a row says we could get a bounce. I would look for this to possibly get to 258. There's a chance it does. All right. 86 and partly sunny. Beautiful day today here in sunny Florida. Oh my God. The weather here is just gorgeous. Today will be a high of 90. It's going to be hot. It's going to be 90. Look at the entire week here. It's going to be 90, 94, 91, 92, 91. But the low of 73 at night, which is nice. Last week, the low in the night was like 80. Like we were getting these really muggy nights. But it looks like the humidity is going to break a little bit each time, which I find beautiful. So I could take the heat. Let's go, man. Bring it on. Maybe I don't want to say that, right? It's going to be crazy, right? Shout out to Mike M for the $2 one love. We love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to the $1. Look at this, $133 in chat revenue. 133. Unbelievable. And the trade is like flip-flopping around here, down $28. We're still kind of just jalopying. Maybe it's a bigger consolidation. It's going to take all day. Definitely a weird moves for Monday. Less volatility than a Monday. A little flatter than a usual Monday. So far, like what? We're at 60, but we're back at 940 again for Bitcoin. My entry was at 67.19, so a little early on that. Holding that zone. But my stop didn't get hit at about 66.5, right? So I'm still in the running for gains. See, I don't care how you trade as long as you wait, as long as you learn, as long as you make money. So, coin after coin, and then QUBIC, another coin I haven't bought yet, but I keep putting it on your radar. You may want to do your research on this coin. It's hot. It's got an amazing founder, super smart people behind it. I like its story. I like what it can do is amazing. All right. So it's a unique layer 1 proof of work crypto platform. It utilizes previously unseen protocol, the Quorum protocol, the real finality, and the fastest smart contracts. Additionally, QUBIC is capable of combining the power of oracles and smart contracts and has feeless transactions and asset transfers. It leverages computational power for AI training, making proof of work useful. So they added AI in there too, right? Miners perform AI training to maximize the use. It could just perform training, but does that make it an AI coin? Might be a savvy way of just slipping the word AI in there. AI Garth, but it says AI Garth, which could be just a word, right? But aims to provide true AI open source to everyone. But I mean, QUBIC has been on the cutting edge of technology. Definitely a smarter coin with like a smarter team of, I could put it in the top like 5% of tech teams. So love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Amen. God is love. 528 megahertz. That's the answer. At the end of the day, love people the way you want to be. Treat people the way you want to be treated. BASEDAI is another coin that I bring up that I do own. But I bring it up almost every single day here on the channel. You may want to deep dive it. The fully homomorphic encryption, Cornell University, right? In this paper, basically about how it's going to advance AI. Pretty interesting. I would read this PDF, take a look at the tech source and more. But this is amazing. All right, and I read through this a bunch of times and even got pretty far through it with each and every one of you too here on the channel. So, and that, that's the whole thing with Pepe Coin, and Pepe Coin moves with it. So Funny, COQ Inu, it's been a long time since we've seen that puppy. All right. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index for Bitcoin at 70. Amazing. You know, a little lower than yesterday's. Better, you know. I accumulate when we get a little lower. Shout out to the channel sponsors, iTrust Capital, buy, sell in cryptocurrency. Thank you so much for the channel sponsorship. If you want to get yourself into a retirement account through iTrust Capital, you can do that. You can move your IRA in there, talk to a professional. They'll figure it out for you. You'll get it started. And they're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And pay no taxes on those short-term capital gains there until you eventually leave iTrust Capital on your 59th birthday, if that's what you choose. Anyway, that's iTrust Capital. Find out more, hit the QR code or the link below. And they are a channel sponsor, iTrust Capital. So we've gone over a lot of coins. We've talked about a lot of things. We've mentioned total 3 Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the traditional markets and take a look at the S&P futures and just see what's happening on the S&P futures. I called along, and on my, remember, even if you saw what I did on my weekly, you know, my weekly macro analysis, I was pretty bullish on the market, right? And we're looking at this flag pumping to the upside. So far, it already looks like it's starting to go. But I could see a move here for the S&P futures further to the upside. What's your take on Rory Kitty and GME? GME also fully round-tripped, but he's back tweeting with encrypted messages. Just a trap or the kickoff play before our real alt season like last time? Honestly, I don't think that has anything to do with anything. I think too many people are making correlated ideas that have nothing to do with anything. He was never really a big guy in the crypto space. Like, he's not my pioneer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I just, S&P, I see a move for the S&P to 54.62. If you're bearish, I'd be careful. It looks like you may get swatted. But anyway, that's just something that I'm looking at here for the S&P futures. 4 hour looks absolutely lovely, like it wants to maintain a move further to the upside, touching the 21 and just got a golden cross. If anything, might get a slight pullback, but I see a continuation here. And then I see a bigger move all the way up to 62 within the next year. So I'm calling a move for 62 for the S&P. Not many people on their channel calling macro moves like that. Well, if you look at the 4-day chart, it suggests that a big move is coming. And that's 3 white soldiers, continuation. I see no reason why we're not going to continue to the upside. And this looks bullish to me. Maybe by September, are we up in $6,200 area? Could be a hot summer, man, for the stock market. Because with the election coming on, and we may not be able to get that lull we usually get, where the market, 3 years in a row, the market's like in the week on the summer. But now we're gonna get that hot move in the market. Shout out to everybody here. How was your day today? Can you take a look at KARRAT on CB chart? Thank you. We'll take a look at KARRAT. And we'll take a look at GME here too as well. And it's funny, I didn't jump in. I even cautioned everybody, like, I wouldn't jump into this. But didn't someone say it round trip? To me, it came back down to a pretty solid fib level. You could say it was an impulse there, but I'll take it from the exact flatness. But it's basically on that 786 Fibonacci level now. And it's starting that rounded bottom. It's actually a healthy retracement. And then it broke resistance. Shoulder head, possible or right shoulder here. And that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. Like, because you could be making a bit of a cup and handle here. And the cup and handle really is what put me on the map and changed the game. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside, right? And we all get all the way to 1 penny and 1/10 of a cent and continue. You could also be, cautious and wait for us to break 008. Use that as support and then ride it back to the all-time high. It is overbought here. This says it could go further down. And yeah, it could go to 0, right? There's no guarantees. It's like this was a meme token based off an idea that could, But, when we look at it traditionally with the technical analysis, which I do, you technically lost the 786, came really almost that was basically the 886. And if you can stay above the 786, I don't see how you can't climb the ladder of the fibs back to the upside. And you got that notorious cup and handle vibe going for you. Bit of a flag on the 1 hour time frame. But again, too, if Bitcoin dumps hard, you have to understand, even this would dump hard. Bitcoin pumps hard, this might stand still until we find out, until Bitcoin either gives it away or goes sideways. If Bitcoin pumps hard and goes sideways, altcoins go crazy. Altcoins absolutely go crazy. Let's take a look at KARRAT here. KARRAT, KARRAT on the CB chart. KARRAT. KARRAT coin on MAZZE, KuCoin. So this thing made a low of 45, ripped all the way to 66. So early on MAZZE, we don't have a lot to go on. It also is on KuCoin. I may use that chart. Yeah, it's been on KuCoin a bit longer, eh? Okay, so when I look at the 4 hour, it looks pretty bullish to me. See that curving on the stochastics? That is a very aggressive curvature. And so you have bounce, and then you're in this flag that really, to me, is about to break out with a vicious move in volume there. That looks bullish. If anything's going to pump today, it looks like this thing could. I'm being honest. And I don't own any. I'm just falling upon this. I think we saw it before. Wasn't it? It might have been trending on Token Metrics. I seen the name before, KARRAT coin, in the last couple of days. And I seen the name in a way where I was like, I want to remember that. I'm trying to remember why. 282 on the risk, though. I can't get to my 3. I still might take a 282 risk reward ratio, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pumps for gain. Look at that 4 hour. It looks amazing. 1 hour is a little overbought at resistance, so it may take 8 or 9 hours to kind of find its way. But I wouldn't be surprised if KARRAT hits its move. That 4 hour, when I see an aggressive 4 hour like that, it tells me there's likelihood of a move. I could be way off and way wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. And we get stopped out, lose 15%, but there's possibly 42% gains there for KARRAT. I definitely worth looking at. I think it's worth putting out in the altcoin section. I call that oversold, aggressively moving stochastics, right? Aggressively curving. Bang, right? KARRAT. Look at that. I mean, that wants to rip. Stochastics, RSI, everything looking for a move. Now, it already did get a bit of a punch. So if I'm, extra cute, I wait for maybe a flag on the 7 or the 15. Might have to come back down and go some sideways. I don't just jump in. I got to watch this now and wait for a flag. I look for volume too. Okay. And I don't put out coins just for you to buy them so that I'm in. I don't do that. Like if I'm in it, I'll say, hey, I'm getting in too. Or I'm in this already. All right. I'm here to watch you make gains. I don't need to make, I don't mind selling my education. I don't need to shy away from that. I sell education. I do. But education is sold around the world. Colleges, schools. I mean, it's probably one of the number one products in the world. So why can't I sell my education just like Harvard and all these other big people do? I have a right, so I never shy away from that. But I don't need to make gains any other way. And then I do well. My own investing and the way I trade does well. I don't need, I just want to help you get to the place where I'm at in life, where you get to wake up every day in your own home, trade for a living from your own house, and enjoy your life. Go after your dreams. Have the clarity to do what you really want. Have the time to think about what you want instead of chasing a paycheck every single week. We get in this monotony and we can't find our way out. I worked the night shift. Many people don't realize I worked the night shift from about 28, 29, all the way to when I was like 35 years old. So here's Prophet Bear. Much love. Could you look at Jesus on ETH? Jesus coin. I want to see the 786 line. Show me the money so I may give it right back to God and his people like you, Sam. You should seriously look into hanging with the JC community. Oh, so you were talking about the real coin. Thank you for the $50 super chat. That's amazing. $210 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. And everybody, if you want to jump on into another exclusive little session we have inside of the trading group, Master Friend offers another service for an extra $300 inside the trading group. You can jump on in and just learn about time frames, leverage, fair value gaps, and more. I think it'll blow your mind, and he could even depict it even better. But I learned so much from hanging out with him, and I still do on a daily basis. So if you want to learn, if you think I got what it takes, then I only stay around the best. And if I'm promoting somebody in my trading group, they're the best. So check it out, hit this QR code, and find out more with my man, Master Friend. You know a lot more truth and real information than most professors. Shout out to God is Love, man. I mean, I don't like to know. I know nothing, man. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I don't like to ever build myself up as some man of know-how, right? Start acting like I'm you know what I mean. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. You know, yeah, getting the squeeze. I mean, we're in the game now, right? So we're in the game now. I'm up 5%. I'm the king of 3%. But now I'm in the game. We can see in this trade, honestly, when you're in a trade all morning like that and you fight through it, a lot of times it plays out pretty nicely. So again, nothing has changed for my call, as you can see. So you could even shave a little bit of the stop now, a little bit, but I keep it where it's at. I'm happy. And we're back in the green. We got halfway to the stop. We're back in the green here on the trade. And I've been getting streaky again. I'm going to start to put my streaks out again. But we're getting into those streaks where it's just green, 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 green. I'll take 40, I take 150, I take 400, I take 300, I take 250, I take 330. I just keep the red away. You know, no matter whatever I got to do to keep the red away. And I get addicted to these streaks and I get into them. I get obsessed with them. I get 11 straight, 12 straight, 13 straight. Heck, I had 19 straight. I remember a few months back, I was taking my kids to the restaurant. I remember the restaurant I was going, like where I was at when I was posted in my phone, like hitting another game. So the altcoins have devastated some people and pushed them out of the market for sure. A lot of people got bled out of certain altcoins, and I think it was too much for them to handle. And it happened all over the market. So if that was you, I apologize. You can bounce back. You can find your way. And that's why I don't put all my eggs in one basket, and I diversify into altcoins for sure. Because you don't want to end up just getting bagged out, you know. So. All right. Let's see what Token Metrics is telling us trending right now, just to kind of give you. And oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that Knot coin. But Baldex, Pyth Network, Knot coin, and DIONE, DIONE. Let's take a look at our baby DIONE. All right, and we've been trading DIONE on and off for about a year and a half, 2 years now. So here's another one, right? Bounced off. Look, that area between the 0.618 and the 706. And boom, and I've been talking about DIONE making it all the way to 2.5 pennies. So this is a coin I'm bullish on. Even, look, there's an alert there. Hit the alert. Now, you're a little... See, what I'm seeing around the market is we got some movement, but the dailies are a little overbought. Like around the whole market, the daily's a little overbought. Which tells me we're either getting a pullback or we're going to get pressed by a bigger time frame. Like, the 3-day chart may just continue to pump here. The 3-day chart looks so bullish on all these coins. So many coins are in the golden pocket. And this is the opportunity, and most people are going to think it's not, and they're going to miss out. I'm telling you, like, you're going to, you know, and then a month, 2 months from now, like, dang, I could have turned 100 grand into, look at that, 150 grand. So if you're still with me right now and you're kicking it, whether you're in the trading group or still just watching the stream, whether you're hanging on by a thread or you're still hanging in there, I don't care. Don't leave this. I got to tell you again, do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor, but I know that not leaving this market gave me my life. And there's so many times that I could have left this market and went back to my regular life. Man, that crypto thing was just a dream, just an idea for me. It wasn't really going to get me there. And it did get me there. I'm there right now. So I'm just, you know, again, wait for this to break out, retest, look for a flag on the 1 minute to the 4 hour time frame. I'll point it out when it happens to my trading group. You know, and we see hidden bullish divergence too as well, which tells us this trend is likely going to continue to the upside. So these are buys to me. Anything that pulls back into a flag is a buy. Anything that breaks back above and hits 1.4 is a buy. I just don't see how DIONE doesn't go up. Now from here, about 80%. So there's 80% on the table right there on this 3-day chart for DIONE. All right. Again, I'll put this out to my trading, but this is the only thing they'll get. They'll get eventually a flag, and I'll redefine the entry a lot nicer than that. These are just my starting out. If you see a chart like that, these are just my beginning charts. All right. Okay. I'm an AVAX, you can't lie, it's been depressing for sure. Like that's like a long bleed. It would be money, yeah. Yeah, we just broke 67 too. We're pumping. I mean, if you took the call with the lifer, you're in the gains now. You're in the gains. You had to be patient though. It wasn't easy. It was a tough trade to maintain. Nice pumping to the upside here now, getting a bit of a short squeeze for Bitcoin. BOOKMAP showing the squeeze here to the upside. It's my favorite thing to see. Look, right on time, somewhere between 10:45 and 11:15. Master friend, the train came exactly as it was suggested to come. Now we're headed to 67,300. And I tell you, the big area, we close a daily candle above 67.3. And what I keep explaining to you is this 8 hour. Being above the 8 hour 200 SMA is a big deal. The fact that, look, the 15-minute never lost the 8 hour. You delete everything. You just look. The yellow line was our saving grace right there. Bit of the cup and handle. There's your cup and handle. Turtle soup in it on the bigger time frame. Gainite is coming on strong. Who's in the gains? I know Raves on Records is in the gains. I'm in the gains. Yeah, I'm up 200%, 200x. Love you, brother. Shout out to my man, Master Friend, making gains with the lifer. And I mean, you took that. Look, you took your trade right here. Look, if I pull the fib, that 786 is going to come a calling. And you usually pull it from like some candle body, like right there. That would have been the 786 right there. Boom, right? Craziness. Look at this thing, Moon City. I delivered you guys another gain today. I've been doing this every single day now on this channel. I've like put out a profitable trade almost, I think, every single day since last Monday. Makes me want to just close this trade right now, walk away, open up another trade another day. And you guys see me, sometimes I make $60, sometimes it's $100. But you see me constantly taking a green trade, constantly winning. And I'm putting my money at risk. I'm only using 400 of my $5,000. This I turn $5,000 into $7,000. I just slowly chip away. It happens over time if I let it. That's resistance right now. Resistance, resistance, resistance. This is the key area that we haven't been able to. We break above this. We're breaking through this resistance that we've had trouble. And then we had to go for this wick here. Can we get there? Is there liquidity? Let's take a look. Did BOOKMAP change its tune? We got a little red bar now at 68,200. That's enough to give us a lift off. But still not a lot. Not exactly where we want it. But wow, we just boomed up 67,420. Look at this move to the upside now for Bitcoin. We broke through the resistance. Sammy did it again. Bang, bang, bang. 91. Now we're in some money. $100 is like, to me, yeah, starting to get into the gains. Who's in gains with Sammy? Put a 333 if you're in gains with the lifer. And it's crazy how the stream, like, we're not getting as many people in the stream as we used to have. Who cares, though? I'm super happy with who I do have. I want to always go back to gratitude. But, man, we're nailing, like the performance on this stream has been unbelievably beautiful. Look at all these people in gains. 33333 all over the map. Much love and blessings. And I show you how to do this on a daily basis every single day. Over and over again. Look, it was 33333 right there. Look at the comments coming in. Look at the 333s. Look at the people enjoying themselves. Trading doesn't have to be this hard. We can make gains together. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. Let's get the motivation going. You guys think I'm just some Tim Robbins motivation speaker, yada, yada, yada. No, I'm trying to trade your brain. I'm reinvesting into your subconscious. I'm spending a lot of my time Rewiring your subconscious mind every single day. Pushing you, telling you can, you are, giving you positive reinforcement, building endorphins in your mind. I want you to believe in yourself to a point of no return. So every day you wake up and believe there is so much opportunity in here. You can do this. You can do this every single day of your life. You just have to have some control over your emotions, set up your trades, and let your trades play out. It is what it is. Well, and then I go to the 1 second and I just start riding the stop loss. Right now, I bring the stop loss to break even. At this point, I'm going to take gains out of this trade. See, I'm going to take gains right now if I can. So I put my stop loss right there. Look, it somehow didn't get hit, which is insanity. But I'm going to make sure that I win this trade no matter what. I can't lose the trade now. It would be amazing if this continues to pump and I never get stopped out, but it's likely I do. I personally want to get stopped out. If we break the yellow line, though, on the 1 second, we'll pump even further. I'm not technically trading the 1 second. I'm using the 1 second to ride the stop. I want to get hit off. Like, it's likely I'm going to get hit. We're below the 200 now, too. And there, I take, what, $70? They're going to get me right... So crazy. There, they got me, right? And then you pay less fees right there when you do that. You remember that because you limit it out below price action. All right? The most underrated channel, Alpha and Affirmations. Shout out to Simran Merchandi in the house. God bless you. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's get to 1,000, 2,000 people here on the live. Let's keep hitting the like button. Let's go. Let's stay motivated. I know most of the market is asleep. Most people are beat to the ground. But we got this. Look, I took profits right there. And look, that thing kept moving to the downside. I sold 67,350, and good thing that I did. Right? In and out on a daily basis. It adds up over time. Okay? It adds up over time. We covered so many coins. We talked about so much today on the channel. Unbelievable live stream. Like one of the best ever, honestly. You people have been amazing. The chat has been hot. $200 in chat revenue. You people have been hitting me off with the gems. Yeah, stick to DC. Yeah, Jazz. Yeah, KRAT is good. Yeah, super chats. FFIE Soul, Jesus Coin, AVAX Sneck, and COQ Inu. Right. What typically happens with a stock when the morning volume passes the average daily volume? I mean, that's got to be ripped. That's got to rip, right? And look at Phantom just ripping to the upside, getting a huge move up. Not even deciding to consolidate, just deciding to blast. Up 90 to 94 cents. Phantom doing damage. I mean, I always have an affinity for Phantom. My baby, right? You guys remember Phantom put me on the map. I put out Phantom at 19 cents. We rode it to $3. Even more, like $3.30 or something. I got in somewhere at 17 cents. In total, it was a 19x, which to me, I mean, ain't bad at all, right? Theta getting some rippage too. I DCA'd into Theta in the bear in these lows, you know. The lowest Theta went to, though, was really $1.88, which is interesting. I see Theta getting all the way back to $2. I mean, $20, sorry. Its high was like 21, 22 bucks. So, look at that. Theta broke out of this flag after it lost the pattern, broke back inside. Draw a Fibonacci on this too. You can see just 618 golden pockets. Retracements. You know, you don't buy the highs, you buy the lows. If people buy up here and then they panic sell out, you want to be buying down here, taking profits, buying back in here. This takes time, but eventually you get better at this. And again, I don't take profits on every coin. If I'm in for the long haul, hardware wallet, and I'm waiting for the big payout. But it doesn't mean I don't take profits on things, right? This guy said became a millionaire last cycle, lost most of it on Celsius. 2 years later, became a millionaire again with crypto. Look at that. The only thing that got him back twice, right? Solana to the moon. Wow, you bought COVID crash 002, never been in the right. He still owns Phantom at 002? That's crazy that you never sold it though. So many people holding crypto fortunes on the low that nobody even knows about. It's amazing. That's what another thing I love about cryptocurrency. All that money on hardware wallets just waiting to re-enter the market. Can't even see, it's like it's different than the rest of the world. I looked at this is back at that 786 retracement too. So like the whole market's basically where we see you really can't get sold off much more. Basically like when we really see where you can't really pump much more. Like you'll go through so many of these cycles in your life as a trader to the point of monotony. You're like, yeah, 786. But I'm not saying I'm buying but I'm just telling you, this is, learn this, lock it in. And if you can get, a lot of times the 786 will be the previous support and resistance area. It's uncanny. All right. Brother, what's your thoughts on ETH ETF this week? I mean, it could, I'm bullish overall on the ETH ETF, but I thought it was going to come in sometime in July, but who knows? Bitcoin sitting at 67,220. Nice move for BTC. And we were in that trade. I was in that trade since like about 8:30 this morning. So 3 hours. Battled that trade. And look, I mean, we lost a lot of that trade. Had you know. Sam, how do you know when to get out? When I'm green. And why do you get out so early? Because I'm green and I know how to stay green. And how come you don't let a lot of your runners run? Because I know I can get back in on a smaller time frame if the bigger time frames are overall bullish. Those are the general questions that I get a lot. Also, going in and out of the chart shows you that you're not afraid to find a new entry. I had to be so afraid to sell because I was so afraid I couldn't get another entry again. Like, oh, that was the best entry. I won't be able to do that again. So my lack of faith in myself gave me more fear, which made me trade in a weak manner. How you think of yourself has a lot to do with how you trade. I don't think you realize that. It's all connected. See, I understand more about the meta behind the person now and behind the feeling behind the person and how it's connected to the trading. Our confidence in ourselves is everything. We need to believe we're opportunity and that we're smart enough, good enough, and we deserve it. Deserving is huge. You could be a great trader that knows the chart so well, but if you don't deserve to be a billionaire, a millionaire, it's likely not going to happen to you. I believe deserving is almost as important as the knowledge. You need the knowledge in the work ethic. But I had the knowledge and I was super smart and I had the work ethic, but I didn't deserve it. So because I didn't deserve it, it didn't come to me. All right. Are you bullish on silver? Sometimes it's not a good idea to get out when you are green because of double my money on ABT. I sold it. I mean, I'm scalping the 1 minute chart. All right. When you're talking about holding something long term, you should be looking at the bigger target and going for the bigger targets. Like Solana, I'm not selling to well over, somewhere in $500, $344 or $500. It's going to be a really good price to get out of Solana. All right. And it's going to be nice to have 440 grand instead of 100 grand, right? It's just going to feel so good. And I could get greedy and it may go to 1,000. I'm like, man, I would have made 900 grand. That may happen to me. These are the things I'm already thinking it through because I got to get myself ready. Like, when are you going to sell Solana? You got to write these things down in a journal and talk yourself through how you're going to get out. The bigger the position, the more you're going to think about it and ruminate. I want to get your mentality ready for this next bull run or this next big leg up. Coins are already showing you they're starting to break out. See how when this one green coin broke out, I mean, it was telling you more was coming. We're starting the second leg here. So whether you believe it or not, it looks likely to me based on the charts. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Remember that. Nothing. Let's take a look at our old friend Bitcoin Dominance. Why is Bitcoin dominance important? It teaches us a lot. Remember the last big pump for Bitcoin, and I said it looks like we're going to pump. We were oversold on that daily. We're in a flag at the bottom of the trend line. Boom, we were gone. I've been watching the 3-day chart, and the 3-day chart suggests there is more coming. Bitcoin's not done yet for a pump. It could easily curve here, go sideways, and then let go. That would be great for the altcoins. But it says there's one more big, massive Bitcoin pump coming. Like June's going to be a hot month. And like we'll have a little bit of resistance at this high volume node at 62%. But this careens Bitcoin to 70%. It means a lot of people might sell out of altcoins. It does mean to watch your altcoins here. And then altcoins will rip again. But it looks like it's going to be the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin summer. If Bitcoin breaks above 56.72, it's pretty close. I don't see how it doesn't gap up to 62, and then there's a chance that starts some big momentum. Now, other altcoins will pump with it, like the top 100, but some little small coins and certain coins and a lot of other coins will kind of sit in awe. Bitcoin back at 67,320 for BTC. This thing looks like it wants the moon. So I want to see what the smaller time frames look like. And that was very unusual for me to trade a Monday. Very unusual for me to trade Monday. But I saw something that I liked, so I took it. It shows that I don't trade fear or how I feel. I trade what the charts convey to me is likely going to happen. Now again, this would be a breakout. I'm not a fan of trading the breakout. I like to get in before the breakout. Or if it's still a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, if I can take this puppy to 6.7, 868 with a stop at 67,086. Kind of late to the party on this one. But the low stochastics tell me this is going to pump. Next target is 67,800. Not a lot of liquidity for Bookmap. And we may start to kind of go sideways here. That would be great if we consolidated sideways. But a lot of times when I draw these flags, they do play out. Drift protocol that just came out on MEXC, 27 cents, now at 46 cents. The thing is ripping. What's going on with this drift? 522, $70 million market cap. 15% of the supply, but ripping. First airdrop enlisted token with the normal circulation supply and under 100 million, not a billions like many others. It's on Solana. I'm on Dex Screener now here. Drift. Came out May 16th with a massive sell-off on the airdrop, and now it's recovering. I don't know, it's up to me. I'm not into this. I know nothing about it. I got to look at the website. I like to find coins with you guys every single day together, though, and we kind of coin watch. On-chain perpetuals and spot trading with leverage. Oh, that's pretty cool. Decentralized trading platform giving you more leverage on your capital. Cumulative volume 24 million. Pretty small. Or no, 24 billion. Huh? How does it get there? How do they get? Current open interest 17 million trades. Long and short any asset with up to 10x leverage. Start trading. Oh, that reminds me of my Jupe trade. Is it still up? There were so many different places to go to Jupe. Perps was still in beta. But I still had a Jupe trade open on Solana. Let me see if my Jupe is trade. It should still be up. Wow, you can do Bitcoin now? It was my slurf that got hammered. The free Zeus we got. Wow, you can put Bitcoin now on this wallet. Pretty interesting. Look, there's my trade, man. I'm still up 300. I'm up 350% on this. I was saying I'm gonna leave this trade open till Solana gets all the way to like, right? And remember, we opened this trade, I don't know when. Some crazy number. And I just opened it to begin with, right? My liquidation price is 99. And there's a chance I could leave this trade open throughout the entire bull run, right? Yeah, so I longed. So crazy. And I'm just gonna let this thing run the entire bull run and then take it out when it's like $4,000 or so. It's gonna be crazy, right? But perpetual trading on Jupe, man, Jupe is hot. Jupe really has it all. Jupe has perpetual, Jupe has it all. But you know, so you can see Drift is just kind of a competitor to perpetual trading. They may get some busts. And now you can see why they're kind of moving up. So, because I'm like, why are they moving up so fast? It makes sense. They just launched a product that's working. All right. I'd got to see some type of pullback first here on a flag. I can't just jump on in. But, you know, Drift does look like something you could swing trade for the, you know, Monday to Thursday, Monday to Wednesday, and probably make some gains. I'm going to keep an alert on it and watch Drift. It says that the gains aren't over for Drift, too. We just got to pay attention and watch. Sir, my mind has exploded understanding market movement. Amen. Wow, Phantom is pumping pretty nicely there, just getting out of control to the upside. Phantom. I still hold a long R trade bag, but you got to it's got to be, you got to wait for RWA to come back. If you're swing trading or hoping in on it, it's something you just I don't look at every day. I'll look at it in 2-3 months from now. Yeah. FFIE for Solana. Faraday future. Like a Faraday cage. I mean, I had a huge run up. Those people sold off, came back down, then a secondary run up. I don't know, man. $1 million market cap. I don't like to cover these too much because it's like maybe we've found the bottom, maybe not. And how this pumps, it depends on how many people get in, you know, what they talk about. Like, I don't know. Faraday future stock, FFIE stock, is rallying with the meme stocks today. It's weird. It's like it's a meme stock based on like the electric car. I don't know. Kind of weird, man. Probably over. It was the play last week. How come you take gains for trades and others you wait months and months for higher gains? Don't worry about me, man. Why are you asking so many questions about how I make money? Just know that, you know why? Because a lot of times I'm teaching people. And in a trade when I'm teaching, I want to execute from beginning to end. Yeah. The live stream is a teaching moment. I'm here to teach. I'm not here, you know, God will help me, will provide so much money for me if I help others. All right. It's like you think you see every single trade that I do. Like you watch all the money I made today. You know every single piece of money that I made today. Probably not. So like, you know, do you know that I own real estate and I might have collected a check today too for real estate? Like you don't know what's going on in my life. So don't stress it, man. Just live your life and handle your life. I could have had a grandfather worth $100 million that just died and left me $100 million. I could be, you know, I'm not saying that actually didn't happen to me. It would be awesome. Maybe it wouldn't be awesome, actually. I wouldn't be the hustler I am today. But the point is, you have no idea what's going on in my life. So you could size me up, you could compare, you can do whatever you want, but it's not going to do much for you. What you can do is learn from me. What you can do is say, hey, this guy seems to have done something that I want to do longer than I have. Maybe I'll listen to him. Maybe he'll have something to say. Maybe he won't. All right. Wealth comes with the practice of generosity. Amen. You've definitely taught me to pay myself. Thank you. Shout out to Rave Song Records. I love that. And look at Jesus Coin. It did come all the way back down. Pumped and came back down again. You'd have to believe in this for it to come back up again. I believe it's probably got a really good... stop pocket watching, listening, and learning. You're funny, man. Thank you, Sammy. I'm not sizing you up, bro. I'm just seeing you I'm seeing you All right, yeah. All right. Put you on timeout for 24 hours. You can come back when you're ready to speak to me with respect. You wouldn't speak to me like that in person. Don't speak like that to me on the live. Avo, let's take a look at Avo. Yeah, I'm not like a regular YouTuber. You could just like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm not here. I'm not a punching bag. I'm just not. Living every day in gratitude for having Sam and Master Fran as mentors. Basically contradicting yourself when you hold a one trade for a long period of time and then you close one trade for a short. You're contradicting yourself. Right? That doesn't make any sense. You're not making any sense. All right? You're not making any sense. Also, when I trade leverage, Bitcoin is completely different how I trade an altcoin leverage, you know. I can't put up with negativity, man. And I can smell negativity. And people try to coat negativity. They try to hide it and act like they're not. But it's like, nah, man. Like, yo, man, get this dude out of here. This guy right here. I love you, man, but you've asked the same thing now 17,000 times. I'm going to put you on timeout for 24 hours. I love you, but come on, man. Enough is enough. Stop asking about Avo. Maybe there's a reason maybe I think it's a rug and I don't want to talk about it. How's that? There might be a reason I'm not mentioning it. I've seen you bring it up 100 times. You get what I'm saying? Anyway. All right. Move on. God bless. All right. Yeah, negativity poisons the mind. Amen. Yeah. You know, I really like FLOKI. Why do I like FLOKI? It's got that good market cap. When memes pump, it can do damage again. Look how beautiful it looks right now. And I'm just going to extend this kind of consolidation. But I personally got my money in FLOKI. I see FLOKI making a move. I didn't need to grab the white line, so let me get rid of that. But yeah, the target for FLOKI is 45. 00045, right? That's going to be a pretty petty move there. About 129% gains for FLOKI. May take its time. Everything's saying late June into July. But only time we could dump and nothing could happen. I'm not, there's no guarantees at all. I want to make that clear. Shout out to the channel sponsors, Decrypted.tax. If you got your taxes done, but you're not sure about them, maybe you want to go over them one more time. You can message them right there here. You could even jump into a free consultation and then mention you're a lifer. Use the lifer, Decrypted.tax/lifer, and you'll get 25% off the standard pricing as well. So getting a free consultation and 25% off is a steal of a deal when it comes to your taxes. So book a call today. What do you have to lose? Find out more at Decrypted.tax. All right. Phantom just getting the call today. So FLOKI looking good to me. I like what FLOKI is doing. And I like what FLOKI is sitting in. Look at that 4 hour in a bit of a flag here for FLOKI. And Bitcoin at 67,003. I'm telling you, once Bitcoin breaks 67.4 definitively, to me, it's 67.2 in the weekly, which we're above right now. Every time we're above 67.2, I am giddy. I am a happy man. I can see FLOKI following. So Bitcoin goes up, goes somewhat sideways. These altcoins are going to fly. And we can get a pump tonight into Monday. All right. Thank you for subscribing. I haven't clicked the subscriber button. Please click it and help the lifer in the lifer community. Shout out to Love Learning for being here on the stream. Love Learning, we love you. A lot of people use the passive aggressive. It's not needed here. The channel is one of love and learning. No negativity. Amen. Can we look at MINA? Shout out to Tori asking about MINA. All right. MINA protocol. One of my favorite, I like the concept of MINA. I don't know if it was pulled off perfectly. But I like the concept. Small price, you know. So I had it in this waiting for that flag to consolidate. If it consolidated, I would have traded it. It fell out on the flag. I did not trade it. You see? That's why I love my, you know, you do this to 20 things and maybe only 5 of them fill the flag. Then you only trade the 5 that fill. That's why projecting is key. You can see my projections all over the place. From months ago, weeks ago, days ago. Just touching these charts all the time with my brain. Having a blast in this world God created. Blessings on blessings to be alive here with each and every one of you. Bit of a cup and handle for Mina, and back down to that. Look, it's got to be at that 786 retracement. It is, see? So if you believe in Mina, I mean, how much lower does it get? Previous supportive resistance. Again, it doesn't get a lot of buzz. It's not RWA. It's not AI. Even if they try to, you know, BS you into that. You have to remember, when a big narrative comes, it pushes out other coins, even that have a, you know, really good, you know, even good teams in great tech. Because the other stuff is more important. Like, nobody seems to care. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this now. I'm in there like swimwear. Give me just enough time to trade this bull pennant. Oh, no. Don't do it on me. Don't you dare. 67,000. That's going to 68.60. Stop loss really has got to be below this key level here. 67,125. But look at the consolidation now that it's starting to pull off here. Now you get a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. If I were to tackle it now, it could dump too right now. I'd like to see that. That's sketchy right here. But look, I only got to risk like 150 for 580, 140 for 580. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that trade. Even with the stop pretty close. And 150 was a little high though. Should have just been 100. I'm a little too close to the stop. Remember to put in your shorts. Okay. Chippy is going on exchanges soon and will moon. Only at a 14 million market cap and holding strong. Chippy tends to have a pretty... We brought up Chippy a few times. And of all the coins, I don't know why Chippy gives me a feeling. A good vibe. And I don't trade on vibes, but when it comes to coins, I just knock the mouse off the table. Sometimes I hit the mouse with the hand and it flies off. I got a mouse guard, but, you know, it just doesn't keep it in. I mean, Martini guy's doing a good job talking about Chippy. I heard, is he involved? I heard he's involved. I didn't confirm or deny this. I could tweet at him and be like, are you into Chippy? Chippy looks interesting to me. I may throw a couple soul into Chippy tonight. And I haven't bought a meme in a while. So, I mean, it looks good. Looks we could go up 178%. You never know. It could go to 0. Just remember that. So, dude, Soul is hot right now. I'm telling you, Soul is hot right now. So, Mina, you want Mina to break back above 97, retest, and then you're gone. But, the gutsy call, the aggressive entry is now near the 786 fib. Hello, what's your microphone? Bless you. I mean, the S&P 7, the only way to go. Like, if you're not doing the Sure S&P 7, they have a newer version out too now, which I actually want to get, which adds a even better preamp. But this Sure S&P 7 dynamic, if you don't have this, you shouldn't be on YouTube, personally, in my humble opinion. People try to play with this other one, this cheaper version. There's like a cheaper version. There's like a pod mic. I have that too. I travel with the cheaper version. But I mean, at your home studio, if you don't have an S&P 7, if you don't want to spend $350 on your mic, I don't know, And then you get yourself a Rodecaster Pro, the 2, this right here. So basically you spend $1,000 and you have the best audio ever. A little more than 1,000 actually. It's like after taxes, it might be 1,200. But you'll have the best audio, and then maybe a cable. Look at it, 1240, 1230. All right. You know, I believe Mara is going to start its next leg to the upside here. Look at Mara on the 4-day chart. And it's just breaking above the 200 SMA on the 4-day. That's a big sign. Like, this guy's all about the 4-day today. Yeah, started using the 4-day today hard, right? But, I mean, look at that. Falling wedge, low. You know, you had that double top, but you made that higher low. Went through the, you know, they had huge earnings too. Their earnings blew everybody out the water. So it's going to be a long-term hold for Mara. We've been in for a long time, right? Remember, I started buying at $8 and $9. That $8 is almost up at a 3x again. So stick with me. We had some hard times, right? It looked like we were going to go down to the tubes, down 14. We were up at 30. It hasn't been easy. Yo, holding is not easy. If anyone told you it's going to be easy, and I want to pay short-term capital gains on this over a year, turn 115,000 into 150 grand. That's the plan for Mara. All right. Mara Digital Holdings. I have to say, you do have great audio. Thank you, Mark Preston. We appreciate you. Thank you for all you do, man. It's also about being closer to the mic, too, getting that right positioning. Hey, brother, could you check out this soul meme called Bag? I think it's got potential to run. I'll look it on my own, man. Thank you, though. I don't want to put it out here. Only the best mic in the game. Amen. Shout out to Oof. Shout out to Genesis Tokolayan. Shout out to Crypto Santa Claus. Shout out to Michael Mike. Shout out to Medic Lifer. Shout out to Creekside Patriot. Shout out to Crypto is my retirement. Are you serious? But you just want to keep going to brunches? What about we have a meeting at 12:30? Wow. You just don't care. Wow. So insane. I don't need to eat breakfast like that every day. Some days I need to stop eating. My wife is making me fat by like forcing me to eat. Wow, Phantom just absolutely ripping to the upside. I wanted it to consolidate a little bit. Phantom just going for it. Looks like it wants to go to 111. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Is Bitcoin dominance pulling back a little bit? She came right at 11:59. She watches the clock. She doesn't give me a moment. Yo, I tell my wife too, when I finish the show, I've been ripping in my mind for ideas. I'm looking at numbers. I'm crunching things. So much is going on in my head. And when I end the show, I need to sit alone for like 10 minutes and just like literally like, what did I just say? What did I do? Was I rude to anybody? And I just reassess my behavior and what happened on the show, you know, to make sure I did it the best possible. And I have to think, what coin did I go over? What do I need to revisit? What do I want to think about? Where's my list? How many alerts did I set? You know, what do I need to do for the trading group? What did somebody ask? Is there questions I could have answered better? Bitcoin getting busy right now to the upside. I like it. I like it. And I'm gonna stay. I'm in this long for the long haul now, baby. Look, we're already up $92 on that last trade we just made. So insane, right? That's how you make money every single day here on the channel. Up $100. Let's moon now. Now we moon, baby. Now we moon. Now we moon. Now the payday comes. Let's make a nice 500 for daddy. I need a new pair of shoes, baby. But between super chats and trading, $400, right? In 2 hours? I'll take $400 in 2 hours. Never mind all of my other investments, all the other things that I'm doing, and all my other crazy, you know, offers and things online. So it's just, man, blessings on blessings, everybody. Push yourself to do amazing things, and amazing things will happen in your life. And I show you how we get it done. This trade was 3 times the other trade. $50,000 trade, $1,300 in at 37x leverage. Remember, with leverage, you could easily lose your money. Like, that's a good trade right there. I'll take that $100 and go to lunch. I'll move a stop right inside the pattern so I can guarantee a $60 win. I can't lose now. You see this? There's my stop loss. I can't lose the trade. I could flash close it if I really want. Now I've protected my money. The key is to keep your money protected, not get chewed up. Look, now we're up a nice. Now look at that. That's fast money. See my stop loss now? I guaranteed 200. Now look at that move. Look at that. I'm still in now with my stop right there. Right there. Boom. I won that trade. I banged on him. So I'm going to make $300 on the live stream now. Bang, bang, bang. Now my wife wasn't stressing me. You know what I'm saying? I teach you guys how to do this on a daily basis, every single day. Maintain. Watch. This thing could continue to moon. Watch it moon. We go all the way to 68,000. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't care if it continues to moon. I care about taking my money out of the trade, protecting the money. I could have locked my stop loss. Move your stop loss to break even at the very least right now. At the very least. And now you can't lose. You just made a live trade again with Sammy P on the game, in the game. And, you know, we just, second time today, I gave you a live stream. We have 100 people that decided to leave the stream at 12 even just because they had to go eat lunch or something. I don't know what it is. I'm in it to win it. I'm not in it for the moment. I'm in it to win it every single day, baby. Now, look, we do have a bearish div now forming. That swings up pretty hot while that swings down pretty hard. That may be a time to take some profits. Personally, I took profits, right? I guaranteed that a winning trade. It may continue to run. We never know. There's no guarantees at all. The fact that it was predicted, broken down, and executed on the live. Yeah, man. Up 300%. Thank you. 200x. Shout out to Master Friend. I love you, man. Babe, I just made another live. I just made $200 since you asked me to go to lunch. I just made money for lunch, babe. And you're still yelling at me, babe. It's never enough, babe. It's never enough. What do I gotta do to make you happy, baby? You want more subscribers? You want more? You want more, more, and more? It's never enough. It's never enough. You want me to be more famous? You want more people to know me? It's just never enough. The cabinet guy is here. He was about to leave. He was like, I think I'm in an abusive house. Hold on. No, this thing is mooning now. Oh my gosh. I just missed out on so much more money because you're all... No, I took my profit, but that thing is gone. The cabinet guy's here. I had to tell them you were just an insane YouTube personality. When like normal people come into the house, like, what is going on? Look. I just closed mine up 27. Who made gains today on the live stream with the lifer? I love saying this. Who made gains with me today on the live stream? Who made the gains? And now we're above 67,200, a key area that I really, really love. You know what I'm saying? I had fun today on this live stream. I hope you did too. Like, I'm having fun with my life. Dude, this thing is going to the target. Dang. I should have just rode stop loss to break even like normal. I never really, I just started doing, I do that 1 second shot. I haven't done it in a while. That's when I'm like usually riding high money. But at the end of the day, I hope to do this with 100 grand. So like, that's like, I would have to get out. You never know. I would have been up like 50,000. All right. It's never enough, right? Just ran out of the shower to move my stop loss. It's so funny, right? In Florida, make sure you get your cabinets termite resistant, right? I didn't make gains in money, but made gains in knowledge. Hey, that is gains in money, man. Knowledge is power. Amen. Amen. I still see a bearish div now. It's even sharper now, right? Not really, though. We actually went pretty high in the stochastics. I can negate that for now. You're getting far away from the 21-day moving average, telling price has to come back down at one point. Well, what a beautiful call. I mean, this was just gold. This thing's going to the target. My targets hit all the time. I should just trust my targets more than... Look at that thing. I don't like losing on the live, though, you know? Rio's a big bag, baby. Feeling that energy, it's amazing. Nope, never enough. That's chump change, Sammy. $200, but goes just to drinks. Come on now. We need a few milli. You're funny. Yeah, but the key is to consistently turn this 5,000 into 7,000. Now it's at, you know what I mean? It's just, that's the key, man. And watch, this thing could dump in 2 seconds all the way back down, and you wish you took profits anywhere along the run. I see, you know, it is a bearish divergence technically. That's higher than that. on the RSI, and that goes high, right? So with that, everybody, I got to take a break. I'll be back to give you more gains in the trading group. If I see something, I'm going to say something. This was an amazing live stream. I had a super awesome time. Shout out to the 1,273 people here, 600 likes, $216 in chat revenue. You paid for breakfast again. Whenever it goes over 100, she wants to spend my money and take her. The kids? Oh, they want, right? They said that, right? They want me to go take my wife to lunch. That's what they want me to do. They said it's deserved after the gains. Are you reading? Is that what you said? Really? Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. If you still want to get into this trade and you think it's hot, which I think it is too, and there's money to be made here, you know, check out a flag here. Wait for the 21 price action, the 21, this line, to touch the price action. If you don't know how to make this line, go up here to FX, type in MA. It'll come up. You'll see an MA here. It'll be a 9. Click the settings. Turn the 9 to a 21. And turn the color to white. And you'll have a white line just like mine. Wait for price to come back to the white line and the Stokes to curve. When the Stokes are below the dotted line and curving and the white line's coming back, you should be in the money for a continuation to the upside. Draw out your risk-reward ratio. Make sure it's a 3-to-1. And get busy again on another possible trade. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. We did it twice today. We nailed it. It was hotter than hot sauce. I had a blast. I hope you did too. I'm a corny 41-year-old dad now. The way I talk, it sounds kind of corny. I get it, but I make them gains. And remember, I do this 4 or 5 times more today and make $1,000. Just because I made $300 with you doesn't mean it ends here. And I usually don't even trade Mondays. Amazing. We got a blessing on these Mondays. So, and take your profits. Learn to pay yourself. I may not always buy the exact top, but I get my money. Get your money. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Shout out to Love Learning. Who made gains today on the live stream? Just let me know if you made gains today. I want to know if you made gains with me. All right. Man, we did it again. That was all. And we don't need a lot. That's the 1 minute chart. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, and I made $200. Look, and I got into the trade there. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I made $200 in 9 minutes. All right. Last night we made $150 in 4 minutes. Like, we're scalping, man. We're grabbing it. So, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody that shows up and supports me. I will give back to you every single day. I will find a way to make us all gains on this channel live every single day if I have to. I don't give a dang. I don't take days off. I love you all. The love is real, man. Shout out to Justin Cashmore in the house. Justin, we got to chill this week. I'll hit you up. And everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. We started off Monday right. Really right. Let's go. Let's see Tuesday can do the same. I'm going to pray to God that Tuesday is as amazing as it is today. Look, there's people right now that didn't take profits and now they're bugging out. I'm nicely, calmly out. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you all. Remember, you can, you will, you are the best. Do not let negative people in your life. Negativity is the beginning of the devil. Believe in God, stay true, and get rid of fear. You can't be in fear when you're in gratitude. So stay in gratitude and stay in love. Love is the strongest frequency. I love you all. Be safe. One love. Stay blessed, everybody.